Breaking news. Lakers got their ass wet. For LeBron say he's thinking about giving it all up. He was trying to wait and play until his son could play in the NBA with him. I don't know if he's going to make that. And his son just signed with a college, just graduated from high school. LeBron at 38. I think he put 30 on Denver in the first half and still lost the game. They were winning at the end of the first half. They were winning by 15 points. But that boy Djokovic, boy, Joker, he ain't no joke, boy.
I agree.
He went to work.
I just felt like the Lakers was, they were relying on the 3 points so much. I'm like, y'all game is to take it to the hole, get the foul, get into the, extra bonus, whatever. It just, every time it just seemed like they shot the laziest 3-pointers. And, they wasn't hitting them.
Yeah, they missed a lot. They missed a lot of layups. Though. My boy used to play for the Hawks, Schroeder.
Yeah,
he was missing layups, man. Right. 2-footers, 3-footers.
Yeah, he was tripping.
I mean, they was just so. I just don't think they got the legendary team that they're accustomed to having. Now you got Anthony Davis, and you got LeBron, of course, but. Like I said, LeBron, he's still a beast, man, but 38 is 38.
And you need a third person. Like most good teams had that third kind of key player that can take over sometimes. And who was the third person?
I think they thought it was going to be crazy boy, Russell Westbrook, but I could have told him he crazy.
But in his absence, it wasn't nobody else who really was consistently that third
ready.
person.
Them other boys, they coming up.
Russell, he's not there anymore.
No, I'm saying, but I think they brought him in thinking he was going to be that missing piece.
We got to look at.
And he played hard, but he just.
The NBA is very competitive now, man, and Denver just had a better team, man.
Oh, ain't no doubt about it. It was a better team.
They had a better team. I mean, that boy, like you said, Djokovic. Some of the shots he would make were just
unbelievable.
But Murray was showing up.
And it looked what they used to call back in the day, look, flicked it. When they shoot it, all this kind of flicked it shot. Yeah. But it's controlled. It's controlled, but it looks flicked it. But the man is undeniably, man, one of the best to play that position.
I go to Miami and Boston. Boston, they won. They still on life support.
But they underachieved.
They ain't gonna come back and win no 4 games in a row. But they, I gotta give it to them. They went to work.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Boston has a chance to do that.
To win 4 in a row, they got a chance.
Miami,
but it's very slim.
It is. Miami is. They playing.
They got a chance, but it's very, very slim, like Melanie Camacho slim.
Yeah.
That's slim.
That's pretty slim.
Like my friend Melanie Camacho.
Yeah, but I mean,
it ain't gonna happen.
But I'm just saying, Jimmy Butler is a dude. He a different type of player, man. He literally put the team on his back, and they go as he go.
He a different boy,
But they could. You right, Bo. They could come back and win.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in a wager?
Nah. I like Jimmy Butler. He's a country boy. He don't work out tradition like other NBA players.
They say he's real eccentric, whatever that means. They say he drive a minivan. He multi-millionaire.
Yeah, but he got land in Texas. He cut wood. He exercised like that.
Because I think he went through a foster care for a while though. Because I think he got a story where it was like a white lady helped to raise him, like kind of like he went through foster care.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
so
I think it was a white lady helped raise him. Because I seen some kind of story where he was.
A lot of these boys, athletes, man, the white people raised them. I think Herschel, some white people raised Herschel. Mm-hmm. There was a movie about some football players, some white people got raised.
Michael Orr.
And then Allen Iverson said, Coach, what's his name? Took him in.
Mike Tyson, white man.
White man.
And Colin Kaepernick, he was raised by some white folks.
Colin Kaepernick,
my question is white people helping to raise anybody without talent?
No, they do talent searches.
They do that. say that. That's what you win on the talent search. Like you can get you a new pappy.
Ain't no white man gonna show up with your. Ain't white man gonna show up at the house with your big ass. His wife be talking about no. Go back out there and find me a Herschel Walker.
What happens is, you get these kids that adopted to a certain lifestyle that live in better neighborhoods. The opportunities are more for them, So now you got a wife who is what they call a home wife, who's able to take the kids back and forth to practice, best training in the world. They can pay for that AIU and all that kind of training, man. When you got kids coming from the urban neighborhood, families can't afford that. Can't afford that.
Well, that's good. Good for your legs. Walk your ass to practice. My mama ain't never gave me no ride, no park.
Right.
Ride to park.
Right.
You get a ride to church.
Yeah.
But you gonna walk your ass to practice and to school.
Yeah.
I walk 9 blocks every day, each way.
Yeah. But I'm gonna
to
tell you
school.
something that was real powerful. If you looked at the NBA draft this year, a lot of the first draft picks, did you see how many family members that they had that was handicapped? Their brothers and sisters was, handicapped and stuff.
I must admit, I did not notice that.
Man, it was a whole lot, man. I mean, like the first 5 or 6 picks.
All of them had handicapped brothers and sisters.
Handicapped brothers and sisters. It wasn't. I'm like, they were like, I'm encouraged.
I bet the white folk didn't adopt none of them.
Nah, they were like, your brother on his own. Tiny Tim, he on his own.
All that drooling, we can't have that now. But you want to come on, go with us? Come on. We think you going to make it to the NFL.
You go.
LeBron talking about quitting, man. He talking about giving it all up. Teddy Pendergrass said, I want to give it all up.
He probably just in his emotions.
He might need to just sit down for a year like Michael Jordan did.
Oh,
he
no,
can
that
sit
don't
down and then wait for his son to come back and still be able to grab rebounds. He'll still be able to get rebounds in a year.
Let me tell you, man, not only does that not work in your younger years, it damn sure ain't going to work at 30. When you quit playing, it's a wrap. When Michael Vick was talking about coming back to play after he went and did his little time, I said, it ain't gonna be. There's no way you can maintain, especially when you getting up in age.
He came back and was great for like 1 or 2 years. Mike Vick in Philly, he had a flawless year.
Was young, man.
He had an amazing year in Philly when he came back.
He wasn't that old, but he never was the same.
So
but he came back.
When Michael Jordan
great
off, when Michael Jordan came back, he wasn't the same.
He won 3 more championships.
You can't go to the pros.
Not when Michael Jordan came back the last time. I'm talking about.
You can't go to the pros until you play 2 years of college in the NBA. Unless you go to one of the other leagues overseas, so maybe he do that.
So you can't come right out of high school no more? They don't let you do that?
No, they don't let you do that no more.
I think LeBron was just in his feelings right now. I think he's gonna go back and play.
You think he's gonna play?
Yeah, I just think he's in. You got swept, so he's
in bed.
I think just in his feelings right now.
I think he just need to go to a team where he ain't got to be the superstar. It's time to start filling in other roles. You still gonna be the superstar, but let somebody else carry the team through the
reason
year.
I disagree with that is because in the playoff games,
he's not like that playoff.
If you watching the playoff game in the first half, other than the last game, he would lay low. He was just assistant. And then when the shit wouldn't work, then he would go to work and start hogging the ball. But I just think they got a bad, chemically bad. They don't have chemistry, man. They got a bad. Anthony Davis talented.
LeBron should not play as much and encourage the other players and stuff. He's not a Bill Russell. He's not going to be a player coach. This is one of the greatest players of all time. He's going to have to walk off the game. Maybe he played next year and let all the teams and give this big old LeBron retirement type of thing. But, because he didn't get to do that.
Oh, he kind of a player coach now.
When you say retired,
if you watch the timeouts,
give you a big old special to go.
If you watch the timeouts, he kind of a player coach now. Because when they go to the sideline, they go to LeBron. They don't go to the coach. They go to LeBron. Then Darvin Ham, he be there like, yeah.
I understand, but he's not going to be one of them on the bench. He's not going to be one of them on the bench doing it like Udonis Haslem.
Right.
He's not going to be like a Udonis Haslem for Miami. He's not going to be on the
However, he might come back and coach his son.
I think that he's going to try. I think he's going to come back, and I think he is going to do at least 1 year with his son hitting the pros, and then I think he would.
He be 40-something years old.
Yeah, I think he's going to try. But I think he's going to try it. I think he's going to push it.
If nothing else, he got to do a farewell tour. where
That's what
they
I'm saying.
sell out every city that he ever gonna go to. Like they gonna do a farewell tour.
That's what I
I think he's gonna do.
Be,
At a minimum, he's coming back.
And they can
next
do
year.
that for 2 or 3 years
You think so?
I think he's
with the
coming
proper
I'm not sure.
incentive.
I know I wouldn't come back.
I think he got something to prove. I mean,
Yeah,
he can't go out
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. He can't go out like that.
The hell if I wouldn't.
He can't go out like
how
that.
you-
He's
how
coming
you
back
gonna do
next
your
year.
Ceremonial tour if you quit now.
The hell would that do, man?
He coming
I
back next year.
understand.
billionaire.
I understand.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
he's got-
they'll
he's
give
got to
him
come
money
back
based on
next
shit.
year.
They be like, all right, if you're gonna come back, do this. I'm pretty sure it's a way to get money on
he's-
every
They don't give him
sold out show. It's yours.
Endorsements alone for the rest of his life. He's set, man. He's,
but
He's
I'm
got
saying,
to
but
come back.
DC,
It's his rep now.
You a basketball player.
saving face.
You don't want to go out in the off season. I retire and don't get that hoorah.
the hell
from
about them.
every
The
city.
hell with that hoorah.
Yeah,
Man,
he's got to come
billionaire,
back.
man. I don't care nothing about what y'all think.
But
Yeah.
I don't care
it
nothing
ain't
about what y'all do. I don't give a damn about what history says. I don't give a damn about none of that shit.
If you was a billionaire, would you still tell jokes?
Hell no.
You-
If I was a millionaire, I'd quit.
But no. It's people clapping. People clapping on cue is an addiction though. It's something about you say something out there, the whole crowd be like, damn, we love you. They say
Well, I'd be in the crowd.
That ain't
and when
addictive
you-
at all. That
I'd
ain't
be in the
addictive.
crowd. When you said something, I'd feed your addiction.
Okay.
Because I'd be damn if I'd be going up there if I had $1 billion.
But
then it's
if
not
I
about
had
money
to-
anymore. It's just about the
The
love,
love.
for it, the passion for it, because you
You know what I
already got the
love?
money.
What I was doing today, riding my tractor and talking to my chickens.
And telling jokes.
DC.
Do you talk
Do
to
you
him
know?
in
Do
chicken?
you know?
Yeah.
Do you know? You know how much money?
That's all I understand.
If he announced his retirement today, and you know how much money in all the ad campaigns, all the coming to each stadium that he's gonna play in next year, how much money he will make for that 1 year long.
What are you going to do with it?
But I'm just saying, and you
He got more money.
And you're an athlete now, and you're
He
an athlete.
got more money
Hold on,
than
hold on,
he'll ever
DC, but
spend.
you're an athlete that's been playing at the top of your game for this long. You're not gonna go off in the off season with retirement just like that and just rough walk off to the sunset.
What you gonna
want
do
that
is-
hoorah. You gonna want that hoorah, man.
What you're going to do is you're
Yeah.
going to come back for that hoorah and break your leg and be crippled for the rest of your life. You're going to come back.
We gonna
for
knock on
one
wood
more-
for LeBron
You're
one
going to
time.
come back for one more fight, Muhammad Ali. You're going to come back for 2 more fights and then be shaking for the rest of your life. Look, man, when you done made $1 billion, what you going to do with some more money, man? I mean, I'm serious about
I
that.
agree with that.
But,
But
I mean,
it's not.
I'm gonna just say Muhammad
It's
Ali
not
didn't
about the
have no
money
$1 billion.
anymore. It's not about the
you
money
want to
anymore.
lead with the
Right,
fanfare.
right, but
DC.
I understand
you know
what you're saying.
You want to lead with the fanfare.
no,
You know you
It's
wanna
not
lead
about
with
the
it.
money
I'm tell you,
anymore.
I was surprised
I
Tom
don't
Brady
give
did
a damn
it.
about that
Tom Brady did it without the fanfare. Tom Brady walked.
well, if I was in Tom Brady's shoes, I'd still be playing now because the refs wouldn't let them touch him. They wouldn't let if you got close to Tom Brady, it was rough in the
But
pass.
that's hold on, that's a whole
If
different
I
sport
was
than
him,
basketball.
I could have played like that till I was 75.
That's a whole different sport than
but it's
basketball,
still a
DC.
full
You got
contact
300
sport. That's
pound
full
man hitting
contact.
You in football, you got
They was scared of
You
it.
got 300-pound
They
men
respect.
falling.
They over respecting. The refs protected him.
But hold on, but DC, when they do hit you, touch you, you got 300-pound men falling on you all game.
Yeah, I was crazy.
That
Even
is
if they
not
throw
like
the
playing
flag,
basketball.
even if they throw the flag, he
The
done already
players
been on you.
was scared to hit that boy, man.
Ain't no
That's
getting
just
off.
like Peyton Manning. He came back with a broke neck or something and kept on playing because the ref wouldn't let him touch him.
DC,
I'm
if
just
you
saying,
play
LeBron is playing in a not full contact sport.
Hey, man, let
So
me tell
him
y'all
coming
something.
back for a whole year is not as hard as Brady.
NBA
Basketball
basketball is the roughest non-equipment sport in
Yes.
the world. You think them boys be playing in there?
Yes.
Them boys
Rougher
be
than
Elbows,
Them boys
all
be
of
hitting.
that.
Rugby,
Rougher than rugby.
No, I take that
Coming
back.
I'm about to say rugby. They
Oh,
kind of
DC
extra
football.
gangster in the
I
rugby.
take
You
that
got
back.
guys that's 300 pounds running a 4.5, 4.6 40, man, hitting you with that kind of stuff. That ain't nothing in that damn NBA like that, dog.
Now,
Only
hold
thing
on
I
a second.
compare
He
it
said
with
nine
pads. He said
MMA
nine,
fighting.
I said nine
MMA
pads.
fighting.
Yeah.
MMA fighting is probably one of the toughest sports I think is out there. MMA, that's a brawl. That is a straight up trying to kill you brawl. NFL to me is the next one. You got some guys who big and fast, running you full speed. Dog, when you get that age, you can't take that kind of beating every day.
He ain't gonna be able to take no NBA beating with too many more years. I mean, he's 40 years old.
Look, Isaiah Thomas just did an interview where he was talking about how everybody got their ass whooped until Michael Jordan got on the scene and started complaining. And he was like, well, why don't he get his ass whooped like everybody else? Because he was complaining to the refs and to other people. But before that,
no, it wasn't.
But you know why Mike was complaining?
But they
he was making so
much
much
money.
money.
Tell you what Mike was complaining. Mike said, hey, this is supposed to be a non-contact sport. You shouldn't be able to wrestle me, tackle me, bump into me. This is a non-contact sport.
Amen.
That's what made the game. That's
You
why
can't
Michael
change the
Jordan
game.
would always be better. They had this on the internet.
What happened was, I know a referee. I ain't gonna name the referee, but he said, I asked him about this very thing. He said, man, do you know how much more money we made when Michael Jordan hit the scene? He said, you think we gonna let somebody hurt him? That's what he said. He said, you get close to him. Foul, man.
Because see, the game was
a foul.
Points to the game. They didn't want a game 79 or 89. People want points. And Michael was putting up points. So why tackle the nigga that's making the points?
Yeah.
The game is going up now. The betters now, the people who bet over and under. Is he gonna go for 29 tonight, 35 tonight, and the game gonna be 129 to 102 or 79?
At some point, man, you gotta be true to yourself, man. When you know your time is coming and gone. I ain't finna be no old ass comedian up there telling some old corny ass joke.
No, you just had to take a different role. Like LeBron next year, if LeBron just played 20 minutes a game and scored 20 points in 20 minutes every game, that's still the greatest player. You ain't got to play 40-something minutes. Let him have a team and you just play 20, 25 a game.
It depends on how you look at his legacy with regards to that. Because if he continues to do that, let's say his points per game, that's going down. Even though his points per minute, it might see his points per game going down. All that. That's just like you see when the clock winding down. And a lot of times, I was watching this the other day. So you got two shots, man coming across the half-point line with the ball. And he got a chance to throw up a shot, but he throws it up just right after the clock go out. That ain't no accident because he knows the chance of him making a shot are small, but on his statistics, it ain't gonna say it was a half-court shot. It's just gonna say you missed the shot.
Right.
So you take a bunch of them at the last minute, court, it's the right thing to do because it might go in. You ain't got nothing to lose. But when your statistics come out, that's just a missed shot, brother.
It said the number one sport with the most injuries is basketball, then football, then power weight.
I knew it,
and
JJ.
then
I just
soccer,
went along with
and
him
then
because
basketball.
Brian come in nodding his head and shit.
But they ain't saying the most hard injuries because no, I'm saying a basketball player could pull a hamstring. An NFL player will shoot himself in the head with a shotgun.
Oh my God, we're
After
talking
he
about
retired, I'm just saying it's different type of injuries. They be mentally out there. It's one thing to pull a hamstring. It's another
most
thing.
Injuries.
Oh, it'd be more. It probably be more head injuries, more brain
They be mentally
injuries.
gone.
You see, I want to go back to what you said. You don't want to be a comic that's old and out there doing it. Man, look at all the greats. They did it till they died.
You want to be that.
But no, I don't.
DC, that's
No,
that's all.
I don't. I ain't.
Well, Bo P want to be that.
DC, it's in you. It's embedded in you. It's embedded in you, and that's all. That's what you know.
No, sir.
You gonna do that?
No, sir. I'm not gonna be no old ass corny
In your own
comedian.
mind when it's time to stop. So that's what I'm saying. Most of them know in their own mind when it's time to stop.
What you gonna do? You gonna
Your
retire
own
and
mind.
become a pastor and just tell your jokes from the pulpit?
If I ain't believe in God, I'd be one of the biggest pastors you ever seen.
Say if your faith wasn't so strong.
If I ain't believe in God, boy. No, you wrong, man. No, bro. I'm not gonna be no old corny ass man
corny.
going up trying to
Just
do
old, not
How do you
corny,
know in your
just
mind
old.
when you're not there? When people got to tell you, like, I hate to say it, I've seen some of the greats go down.
I have too. Huh?
I seen Paul on stage and
Oh man, yeah.
people shouting from the back. You know, I mean, people coming on stage telling him this joke.
But if it's sold out,
Paul kind of lost his mind.
but if it's sold out,
I'm saying, how do you know?
how do you judge it if it's sold
How
out?
do you
People
know
still
in your
paying to come
mind
see you.
when it's that time? As a person that you thinking, I'm still talking, I'm still breathing. I don't care if you got to roll me out there or stand me up out there, sit me down.
Why you
out
gonna
there.
like
Because they
that?
selling tickets. They selling tickets.
And
No.
I'm still able to.
Now boxers usually go through that, but boxers are crazy, you know. So they want to fight and they don't want to step down, but while you on the top, man, get on out of there, man.
But
Don't
comedians
understand
ain't
that
crazy.
Right.
Comedians ain't crazier than
Crazy.
boxers.
Comedians
We
got good
crazy.
sense.
Almost, we go out every night and take a
Comedians
beating.
got better.
You
better
take a beating
sense.
every night. You gotta go out there and fight the crowd every night. Mentally,
God.
you got to go fight these people every
I
night.
don't take no beat.
Oh,
No, you gonna give one to get one.
She said, I don't know
Either you
about
gonna give a
I
beating or you gonna get a beating
I
as a
don't take no
comedian. It
beating.
ain't
Still in
easy.
your prime. I'm saying you're still in your prime. But when you start to decline, who in your corner gonna tell you, hey man,
I'm
don't need
not
to go
sure.
up there no
I'm not
more.
sure I'm in my prime.
And nobody in your corner gonna tell you you don't need to go up there more. 'Cause
I tell you
still
what, back in the day, and you remember this, Bo, we used to do,
thinking- You tell it.
I mean, sometime a week's work for a con back in the day, 14 shows.
Yeah.
When Showtime at the Apollo was hot, when Def Jam was hot, when Comic View was hot,
Yeah.
we do 2 or 3 shows Wednesday, Thursday,
Right.
4 Friday, 4 Saturday,
4 Saturday,
and 1 or 2
2
Sunday.
Sunday.
And now, when I do 2 shows in one night,
Yeah.
man, I be ready to kill myself, man. I be drunk for one thing.
Say before the first show be a little good, by the second show really be
Man,
in there.
that second show, I mean, man, I can't keep doing this.
Yeah.
So my next step, I've already talked to my people about it. I'm gonna start refusing to do more than 1 show a night.
Right.
I'ma just go on the record and say, as much as he act like he tired, they'll be like, DC, you only got to do 45 minutes. And DC will do an hour and 45 minutes. So whatever he's talking about, I don't believe it. I just know better. He like,
Turn the mic
I'm gonna
off
give them
for
people
him.
what
Turn the mic off.
I'm gonna give them people what they want, as long as them people still laughing on cue.
Paying that check.
I'm gonna be the puppet master of all this big ass crowd. And
What's
we're gonna
that?
have a good time. I'm just saying, I seen them on there.
Sometimes I intend to do 45 minutes, JJ. But when the comedy ghosts show up, and preachers be talking about the Holy Ghost. But when the comedy ghosts show up,
Right.
sometimes I might do 50 minutes instead of 45.
No, an hour. I'd be like, okay, it's one of them nights. I'm like, it's one of them nights. All right, I see where we at.
And then Richard over there walking back.
I ain't gonna be no old ass man doing this shit. I think I'm 3rd now on the circuit. George Wallace. Jay older than me. And then I think
Hey, DC, don't look at it like that. This nigga's 25,
I feel like if you selling tickets, keep
45.
on doing it.
Don't look at it like that. This nigga's 25, 35, 45 dying. So don't look at it like the age
That's
is
true.
what's killing them. That ain't
George
what's
Wallace. So if I look at George Wallace, I got at least 40 more years.
Don't look at that.
But what if you
George
get
110.
paid for doing DC Present? You just come out and do 15 minutes and be like, I endorse these young, chubby,
I might
handsome.
I see
I might do
you.
something like that.
That's what's
but,
up.
But I have
That-
to go find some.
I think somebody put that name in the bag already.
You know, it might be worth it. It might be worth it. It might be worth your time.
DC presents.
Yeah, but if I'd have to go find the young, chubby, handsome people.
Nah.
Well, I ain't chubby. But
And
I'm
then you just
handsome.
need,
You ain't young either.
and then you just need eye candy sitting on the stage smiling.
There you go, JJ. JJ was selling the tickets. We'll be back.